So how do you want to kick it off?
Well, welcome everybody. My name is 𝐏𝐿𝐼𝐺. I'm with Phoenix LiDAR, and I want to introduce my friend Pete Kelsey. Pete is an amazing digital storyteller that just finished a presentation about the Alcatraz project that we did 13 months ago. Something like that?
13 months ago. So Alex and Phoenix LiDAR showed up because I asked them, look, I need some help with the drone-based LiDAR. I've done it. You know, I own a Recon XT. I love it. I fly it all the time. But what could we do? What should we do? How could we make it better? So when Alex and I met, Alex and team from Phoenix parachuted in and just knocked it out of the park with the drone-based LiDAR.
I think that when it really kicked in for me, it was when we started bringing stuff to the ferry, and we had about 500 pounds worth of equipment. And Pete forgot to tell me that there was nobody to help us to carry it all the way up.
That's a big hill.
At Alcatraz.
That's a big hill. Yeah. I think everybody who participated in the project has stories about climbing that hill with lots and lots of gear. So
Not just that hill.
oh, the stairs up onto the roof of the cell house. So all the drone operations, including Alex's, were done from the roof of the cell house. I mean, that's pretty cool in and of itself. But getting huge Pelican cases up this, you tell them.
Imagine the smallest, narrowest, steepest staircase into a rooftop, and trying to carry, we had probably $500,000 worth of equipment through there. And we had to bring laptops, we have to bring a little table, the drone, the payload, the batteries are insanely heavy. And we're following the weather too.
And you can't forget anything.
So now I have to think about all the project, planning my mission, have the right height maps, make sure that the payload is set up correctly. Every single setting has to be right. I have to have all the connections done, all the safety checks. I have to my checklist. I have to do a briefing. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah. And he's the chief pilot. He has to fly. He's responsible. Well, I'm ultimately responsible, but he's got to ensure that the mission is successful.
Yeah.
Alcatraz doesn't close. There's 10,000 people on this island all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So
our safety had to be #1 priority.
Yep.
We had to make sure that we have visual on all corners. We had radios. We had good communication. We knew what, if, where, if something happened, what to do. We had a plan for that. Ultimately, the drone took off. The mission was captured. We wanted to have the most coverage and the best coverage. And for that, we used the Regal 120. It has 3 facets. We're scanning 10 degrees forward and 10 degrees backwards and nadir. We ended up with one of the most dense data sets that you can imagine. We did 2 flights. We did double grid just to make sure that there's no single inch that was not scanned. Probably densest 22.5 acres in the world. Yeah, there was so much data there. That was yeah, we actually had to cut some stuff out because it was unnecessary.
People watching this are going to think that was canned. I never knew that. That makes an amazing story even better. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened next is the data gets passed to our post-processing team, and the post-processing team they're in the shadows, but they did so much work. Every single person that was on the island was scanned, so we had to clean that up. So
I had never thought of that either.
We just delivered, what you're seeing today is, and I don't know if you knew about that.
No wonder it looks so good. Wow. Well, yeah, you touched on something that I had never tried before, which was merging your data, the Phoenix data, the LiDAR point cloud with the SLAM data.
Mm-hmm.
God, it lined up so well. Survey control network.
Control, you did some of the tightest control. You were so proud of that control. You knew that that was the key piece.
Yeah.
Right. You can have the most precise data, but if you don't have somewhere to tie it to the real world, it makes it unique to its own, but not useful.
Love that. Not useful. For anybody wondering about getting into this space, I'm literally at the point in my career, this is about my 20th year of doing this sort of thing. I don't accept work anymore unless there's ground control, even if it's not a requirement.
It's always a pleasure, Pete.
Phoenix LiDAR.
Yes, sir.
What a partner.
Yes, sir. Yeah, very much appreciate it. It's always good.
Again, what are we going to do next?